welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekend tarot reading for the 6th and 7th of April 2019. I am using the Cosmic Tarot. I haven't used this before. I've got my hands on a battered, you know how I love a battered tarot. Sounds like I'm going to a chip shop. A battered tarot. This is, look at the box. The box is gorgeous. And it is 1988. 1988. Sellotape on the bottom, just how I like it. And has a whole new smell. Ooh. Tattered booklet. Yay. With a bit of yellowing. Ooh. I don't know what that smell is yet, but I'm going to. Do you know what? I do know what it is. Smells like the 80s. Ha! Smells like the 80s. So we've had smells like the 70s, which is my Morgan Greer. Yeah, baby. Now we've got smells like the 80s. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right. Let's have a look. Got some, I love the artwork in this, absolutely love it. It's got some interesting hairdos and it has a kind of an 80s look, you know. Well, you'll see in a minute. Oh, I kind of want to go do 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 do. Do you know what I mean? Of 80s on down. Boo 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 boo. Yeah, I'm thinking Michael J. Fox. I'm thinking Meg Ryan. I'm thinking neon. I'm thinking leg warmers. I'm thinking big hair. Big hair. I had big hair in the 80s. Big hair. Okay, speaking of big hair and the 80s, strength. Major arcana. Nice, actually. I rather like this. It feels... Well, it's Leo, isn't it? It's leonine, but it feels strong. Strength feels strong. So you come to my channel for those kinds of insights, don't you? Strength feels strong, but it does. It feels kind of, you know, woomphy, like we're getting somewhere, like we're going somewhere. And it's got a lot to back it up. The bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles, that kind of Capricorn energy, and of course we've got the eclipses in Capricorn this year. I really like that. Like a cosmic pentacle. Oh yes. It's solid, but it's it goes with it. It feels like we're going somewhere. That's the only way I seem to be able to put it. Now then, Two of Wands. Again, it takes the fire principle of the Ace of Wands and it doubles it, it stakes its territory, and it means business in terms of finding new horizons, thinking, aha, yes, this is what I'm going to do. Haha, I have the strength to do it and it's got legs. It's a good idea. It's a good one. Okay. Oh, in the middle of the reading over here, the Four of Pentacles. Now, sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be sort of stinginess or, you know, over-saving. It feels like a very stable structure in the middle of the reading to me, actually. I really like it. It feels like, you know, the principle of having four legs on a table. It feels sturdy. Sturdy in the middle. Strength, Two of Wands, boom. From the bottom up, it's strong. Also, this is just an aside, see the woman, that hairdo, and it kind of reminds me of Die Hard, you know, when, what's she called, is it Shirley MacLaine? When his wife is in the building, she's got that poofy hair, good actress as well. If I knew her name, kind of reminds me of her. Yeah, it's got a bit Die Hard feel to the Four of Pentacles. Okay, Then we have this guy here who's rocking a bandana like no one's rocked a bandana. A bandana. Prince of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, okay? This is somebody who's... Actually, I think it's the Knight of Pentacles. I always get confused when they have princes and princesses. I think it's the Knight. Anyway, the message is patience, building, a time for everything, a season for everything. There's a goat on a cliff, which is a Capricorn thing. And there's a big old pentacle tucked under his silky shirt. Very, very nice. Very new romantic. Very 1981. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so pentacle. So far, so woomph. So table. So 81. So Shirley MacLaine. Then, actually, I'm pleased to see this, but looky here, the tower. I know. And the Eye of Horus at the top. The all-seeing eye. Everything's in the upright. But sometimes if you're going to have strength and you're going to have the Two of Wands and you're going to have all that kind of fieriness, this is a realization, or it's something coming in from left field that moves things forward in a big, big way. It's cosmic interference, but I feel like it's epiphany. I feel like it's positive, okay? I feel like it's, I'm going to take a Brian and Wendy Freed for it. I feel like it's the spark that lights things. I feel it's the ignition. It's a big ignition. It's giving me an itchy nose. Yes. So we get the challenge. Now the challenge is literally the challenge. And it's about whether you're up to it, as in, you kind of examine your own motives with the challenge card. Sometimes you're striving for something that isn't good for you, but I don't get that from this reading. I got no swords, I've got no reversals. It's full steam ahead as far as I'm concerned, this reading. I really like it. It's got that new moon and Aries energy that's kind of the Two of Wands, whoomphing it along. I like the challenge. I feel like this is the challenge. Strength, the tower, the challenge. Do you have the strength to meet the challenge? You certainly do. You certainly do. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Love it. Love it. Love it. In an 80s kind of a way. To be honest, smells like the 80s for me. It was probably like the time that me and my friend gassed ourselves in the room with Harmony hairspray and had to be taken out like coughing and spluttering by my friend's mum with our crispy hair still like this. Do you remember that, when the wind blew and one piece of, or your entire hair kind of went up like that and then fell back down in a crisp? Oh, I love it. That is the 80s. Ooh. That's interesting. The Desert Prince, Survival and False Promises. And look, a lion in the background. Ooh, that is really, really interesting. I might take another one as well, actually. I want to clarify that. I'm just... Ooh, I'm going to take 3. Oh, I love that. We get the resting tree, patience and stillness. That's that Prince of Pentacles. The Desert Prince is the Tower. Survival and false promises. Wow, I love that card. The Winged Wise Ones, Angelic Help and Miraculous Aid. Woohoo! This is to do with knowing what you're about and sticking to it. This is to do with having complete faith in what you want to do. This is to do with, do you have the strength to rise to the challenge? And the answer is yes. The Tower comes along and sweeps away false promises. Survival is the strongest instinct of all. That's what I get from that. The Winged Wise Ones is that extra spark that comes from the divine when things align and you put yourself in the right place at the right time, but you have the courage of your convictions. Me likey. Me likey. Okay. Actually, yeah, it's weird, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want a wisdom of the other ones. Wisdom of the Oracle. These are both Colette Baron Reid. Yes. We love it. People, we love it. Between Worlds. Heading in the direction of the flamingo with the tiara. There's no better way to go. I love this reading, actually. I really like it. It feels... it feels warmth. Leave me a comment. Please do subscribe to the channel. Check that the wiggly bell is on. And I will see you soon. Namaste.